Another day of Under. I should unplug this. Yeah, that's good. Streamer mode. That's what I'm missing. And we're good. I totally remembered to update title before I hit start stream. Nope, that was definitely not a mistake that anyone saw. Yeah. That's great. Great time. Okay. Like, stretching, as if that does anything when I'm just sitting in a chair. Yeah, today will be another day on Undercover escapades. I played a bit off stream last night. It was very, like, it was bad, but not even necessarily because I was losing. It was just bad. I don't know. We'll get into that. I had a couple tweets about that. Hopefully today's better. Let's see. Where are the maps even? I wasn't actually super paying attention. I just saw zones and I was like, yeah, let's stream that. Yeltel Inkblot, honestly not great slider maps, but we'll do what we can. Also hard on this map because when people stand on bridge, I can't do anything about that. So I'm like really relying on teammates for helping with that. Like I had the leader and the rapid. Like to win this game, we're gonna need to like push the ball. Like I guess yeah, the ball point and also kill the explode. We'll see how it goes. Messed with the slider anyway. Yeah, I got multi-anchor on the norm. Sadly. That's a long comment, I'll read that in a moment. Is there a guy here there? No, there was. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we really have like no aggro on this team, so like if we get like completely obliterated, I'm not surprised. Like at all. See. Yeah. Oh, they drop earlier, that's unfortunate. Yeah, our comp is like horrendous. I can't even like feel anything about this one. Zero semblance of aggression. Kind of ruined that lobby instantly. What is the point of Gluga? I usually look at different weapons to understand the niche within the class. You don't see why Gluga exists. Yeah, the kit is good, the main weapon's not. The kit like hard carries it, and even then I don't think it's very good. It has niches, but yeah, it's like 1000% the kit. The main weapon is atrocious and one of the worst main weapons in this game. If it didn't have a good kit, then it'd be like complete dumpster fire useless. It was the reason I flamed that weapon into for being terrible. Because Luga's such a committal weapon where you just have to stand still to get like any mileage whatsoever. So you need the wall to enable you to not, instantly die for turreting and sitting still. And the Booyah can like help you stall on top of the wall, sort of like the K-Gal thing, but yeah, the main weapon kind of blows. Like there's a reason. You put the K-Gal kit on Gluga, and yeah, there's that clear power difference between like a rounded shooter that can just like jump two-shot and move around and just like play roller slash stalling weapon slash painter slash anything, and then Gluga's like, hi, I'm like that, but like infinitely more committal. Like if you're playing Gluga, you're playing to optimize your kit. You're not picking it for the main weapon. The main weapon's bad. Yeah, like I always describe it in like a kind of like derogatory sense where it's like, yeah, it's like you combine dually with like 96, but it sucks because you need to commit to a roll and just literally sit still to even two-shot anything. And it's like the accuracy when you're sitting still, like in turret, is like probably slightly better than 96, but like It's such like a linear like stationary weapon. I feel like if you actually understand like how to fight it, then it like falls off like super hard, which is why you just don't see it. Yeah, like it has a slow fire rate because it's a two-shot weapon, but it's more so the fact that you're just like committed to these like really long animations in a game like this. Is just like if it didn't have wall like in Booyah, it'd be like actually useless. But you know, got like an S tier kit to support itself, but even then, it's still such a flawed main weapon. It can be kind of a resource drain because of the kit, kind of the way that Kgal was, but you know, again, it's like the discrepancy on that compared to 52 as a main is like hilariously weaker. Dude, I've been having this happen a lot lately when I'm picking Vendor. Like, I have to fight Machine constantly when I get like Blaster. It's like I have like so many games where I just have to fight Machine plus Flash, and then I just get like Scrimble weapons on top of me. Really hard to do much of anything. Yeah, this is a really bad Wonder map, I'm gonna be completely honest. I really don't think this rotation's gonna go well for us. Like, this map is horrendous for us. Like, it is, like, actually just such a stall fest on bridge, and this weapon's useless in that regard. I also rolled a blaster in zone, so, like, that's kind of bad. Oh, the machine at the start. And I might just have to, like, rat around, like, the corners of zone and be stupid. Get, like, any form of mileage here. So... Rush is behind me somehow. How much I got me to switch weapon? I mean, I want to stream Thunder, but the map sucks, Rose. It's gonna be so dependent on what I get on my team. Have like any semblance of like map presence. This weapon is like actually none on this map. Like I need like maps where like Slider can actually cheese things, you know, like Mahi and stuff. But you know, if I'm not rolling those, then I'm not gonna have anything to really speak of. I also need help painting, but you know, it's just me and the splash in that regard. Like hit zones, it's a kind of dumb mode, honestly. Just takes like a good hold to win. Guy feeding will help that. Once you get the opposing bridge on this map, it kind of snowballs. Honestly, this is kind of game winning from this position. Telling you, man, it's zones. One mode or anything can win, I swear. I have no idea what dude's playing. Vunder's definitely bottom tier. That's a possibility. The worst weapon in Splatoon 3. I'd have to think about that. Because, like, worst in a game like this is weird. Because, like, Vunder main weapon is pretty horrendous. But then I think there's weapons that are, like, objectively bad on the premise of if you're picking them, you should pick something else, or they just don't offer, like, anything. That's, like, weird. Be like, oh, like, this is the worst weapon. I don't know, I feel like in this patch, worst weapon's probably still Pencil. I think Pencil's the worst weapon in the game. Because, like, if you're picking Pencil, like, why are you not on Bamboo? Or, like, a regular charger? You know, like, Undercover has, like, at least, you know, like, painting output and, like, ink efficiency. It's a lightweight weapon, blah, blah, blah. Like, Pencil's got nothing. You know, there's like the X factor of Under, like, oh no, I tripped on an Ink Mine and the invincible hitbox is gonna combo me. Like, Pencil doesn't have anything even remotely close to that. Like, that one's just like, god awful. It doesn't even like offer it anything either. I don't know, the pencil got a cooler. Now if it feeds, it'll still be a pencil. Look out, it has a sprinkler. It's farming cooler. Oh no. Yeah, that like pencil needs like a crazy kid on the second one to even like consider it. Balance special like Splashdown, listen, like I know a lot of people like meme Slider because you know they're like haha horizontal splash, but like it's so much better than Splashdown. It is so much better. Rating triple ink strike low. I mean, I have no idea like low in what context because I don't know if it was like a video or whatever. I don't freaking know, but general opinion on Trip Strike, it's annoying, but I don't think it's like super strong. It just feels kind of cheesy, but not even like strong cheesy, just like stalling kind of cheesy. Like yeah, it has like tower like stuff kind of like Booyah, but not as extreme. But yeah, I have a pretty low opinion of Trip Strike as well, honestly. You're too vulnerable and there's no flexibility with it. Like when you pop it, you're not allowed to stand in the open against good players because you'll simply die instantly, so that's bad. You're vulnerable the entire time, so it kind of forces you to like throw 3 things pretty fast, but like it makes your timings a lot more limited because you're so vulnerable the whole time. Like, I don't know, like, it's really awkward. It feels like such an awkward special. Like, it's okay, but I don't think it's amazing or anything. It's just meh. Like, the reason, like people are like picking Neo Splash, but even then, like, I don't even agree with that because Neo Splash is like infinitely worse at fighting than Vanilla Splash, and like Trip Strike is such like a short, like temporary thing that doesn't actually offer you a ton. Like short term, it feels good, but then like long term, if you're just using it but not actually like you know pushing with it or whatever, you're just feeding the opponent like paint with bad Trip Strikes. So it's like I don't care that you farm 10 of them. Like this didn't really do anything. Yeah, like if you could like swim a Trip Strike alone, that would like bump it up to like A tier, like minimum probably. Because it'd be like, oh, you know, like pop it, swim here, throw in there, swim here, throw in there, swim here, throw that one up, start engaging that. Like that would give it so much flexibility to like instantly be on like the upper echelon of specials, but like it doesn't have that, so it's literally like stand like behind this wall really awkwardly and try not to get like sniped by that guy and like don't get a bomb rolled at your feet or whatever. Like it's that or you're just like spamming it in like stupid awkward locations. Like it's just really weird and I don't like it. And I hate on Umbrella specifically because it's like no intricacy with the main weapon, which is like the entire fun of both of it gets into. Like there's a reason I'm streaming Thunder and not freaking V10 or V-Brella, because like V-Brella, like I don't even like there's no synergy with that special, and Sprinklers like sucks. I just hate Vacuum. Like Thunder's like at least like a unique kit that's fun. Like this is the most fun Brella, like no question in my mind. And Neo Splash works in solo queue because it has like the blob factor of like I'm not gonna die and I'm just gonna paint. Like anything works in solo queue. It's a freaking shooter, of course it works. But like in comp, like I'm not scared of Neo Splash. You know, like it's annoying, but it's like it doesn't make me go like, oh man, I'm so oppressed. Like no, it's not Splash Machine. Like it's so god awful at fighting compared to like most of the top tiers in this game. I don't know. I feel like I'm on the like I'm more with like Kyo on the opinion that Neo Splash is just kind of like. Not like throwing, but like it's not good. I don't care, I killed that guy. That's fine. Not trapped anyway. We have Forge. Ah, there's a guy here. Yeah, because like, is no one on my team looking at this at all? Like, where are y'all? Like, yeah, I died, but like, dude, I'm stalling this for like 5 seconds. Just gonna die on that recoil, yeah, Actually, just like an NA zipcaster, what was that, dude? He zipped and like no one's alive, man. Who are you distracting for? Ash latency on. Playing Thunder at solo queue's so hard because like you do it as like the correct play, but like no one helps you because they're like lol your Wunder. Even though like you're like, actually just giving them the chance to get a free kill if they help you for like all of about like 1 second. Like I broke the wall, trapped them in a corner, and painted around them. It's just no one helps like at all. Yeah, but like I have a really low opinion of Neo Splash, honestly. I'm not saying it like sucks, but like I don't know, I don't think it's that good. Flanks is extremely matchup dependent. Flanks against like QR comps feels really, really freaking awful. Like if you pick Flingza, it's like to help you by giving you missile against like charger comps, but charger comps have kind of like imploded. Like they like barely exist outside of like some like broken E-liter maps and zones. That's why you're not seeing Flingza. Generally speaking. If Flingza's so god awful at actually like fighting, especially in like the mid range, it's terrible. Like, you know, when you're fighting like fight-based comps, you know, if you're fighting like sword splash machine, like yeah, Flingza feels like garbage, dude. It's like, yeah, cool, you can AFK per missile. You killed the sword, cool, their QR, they're already back in your spawn. Like, cool, I'm glad that you farmed missile for like 12 seconds. You know, Flingza is so bad against so many things. Like, Flingza's still strong, but it's like a niche, like more like a niche pick. It's not, like, you know, just like slap it on like 80% of comps and it works. I think a lot of people just lost interest in it completely. It's also kind of a boring weapon, but that's its own thing. The philosophical question, was it the correct play? Yeah, I've talked about that a lot on stream because sometimes you do like what is definitely the correct team play, but then no one helps you, so then it's just quote unquote the bad play. And it's like, there's no like true correct way to do that in solo queue, because sometimes you're just like, yeah, I don't care about the guy behind us, I'm just gonna go play objective, you might like cheese a zone cap, right? But then another game, like, you know, your team, like, the way the guy plays in this game is different than the guy last game. You know, like maybe the junior will roll a bomb at the guy at the same corner, unlike last game. Oh, okay. I'm still playing Sword. If I've started a regular, or no, not regular, if I've started Stamper, I'm like decently deep into it with regular Blade. I play them for fun. I've just been on like the Wunder lately. Like yes and no, I don't know. I don't like main weapons really. Like a flex, I'm not on a team. I'm not really practicing anything in particular. It's more just like for funsies. And I can probably make like a short like 5-minute video or something on YouTube being like, I'm playing Wunder because of this. I feel like it'd be a fun one. I don't know, just like, the idea is like when you're not in a team and you're not practicing for any like event in particular, there's no reason to take the game so seriously, and like X rank is a freaking meme. I just don't really care, honestly. I find Wunder fun in the moment, so I'm just gonna play it. And I know it sucks and people are like blocking me in solo queue on the norm. And I wish that was an exaggeration, but I'm pretty sure like 5 people blocked me last night. Like actually kind of pathetic how seriously people take X rank. Oh no, trip strike, wow. Wow, dude, that did so much. You painted the floor, which your main weapon does. That was a great use of it. How can you tell people block you? A lot of people, especially in JP solo queue, will like do like raid friend requests basically. So like you'll lose a game with them and they'll just like spam friend requests at you because they're angry. I had one guy, like the same person, do it like 5 times by themselves last night, and I'm like, you're actually just a baby rager. It's so funny. I was really hoping the machine would get that, and they got it. But which is like doubly stupid because blocking does nothing in this game. They're still gonna find me in their games. Like, as far as I know, blocking does actually nothing in Splatoon 3. They can report me all they want, but like it's like a false use of the system, so it's like it's bad on their end. Like last night I had to report Slim when I had like a Glugu who went like 4 and 15. He was just like not even trying to win. That's like why I made the one tweet. Like bro was not trying to win. He was just walking around and booyahing and stuff. And like I'm fairly confident part of it had to do with the fact that I was on Vunder. And it's just like nah, like that's what the report system is for. People are like actually just ruining the entire lobby because they're too pissy for actually nothing. People are like, it's like, I'm gonna lose my one game with Bunder. You're ruining my X-Ray experience. Like, okay, bro. Like, I'd rather have a player on a bottom tier genuinely try and win than someone on a top tier go like 1 and 12. Because they're bad. Like, calm yourself. Also doing nothing in this game. That's cool. You know, like, if you're not playing the game because you're like, I rolled low tier on my team, like, you're literally worse than the people actually picking bad weapons. At least they're trying to, like, have fun and play the game. Like, it says something to me about someone's character where they get, like, so angry about losing one game in X that they feel the need to block and, like, you know, like, do the friend requesting, like, 5 times, like, dude, your ego has to be, like, so, like, goddamn fragile. Or you have like no confidence in yourself to actually win consistently enough that you can't spare one like loss in a game. And even then you're just like conceding it instantly if you refuse to try with people. Like, it's so stupid. Epic swag existed, I guess. Yeah, like X-Power's a meme in the system is like it's like so bad. Like, I don't know why anyone would like take it like that seriously outside of just like literally farming like ego / clout. That's like all like 90+% of like X players are like doing whenever they're like, I got XXP. It's cool, like people are skilled and like can grind it like 10 hours a day, like that's fine and like dandy or whatever, but like some people just like they take it so seriously for no freaking reason. Like you're really gonna go out of your way when you're like probably like 2300 or like worse or whatever, right? And like spam friend requests to like say that I'm blocking someone for picking like a bottom tier that like, you know, may like be playing better than you anyway on a top tier. Like it's so petty and just looks so bad. I don't know if people are like that, I guess. Yeah, there's like a difference when I'm like streaming. I'm like, oh man, I don't like my comp, or like, oh, I think this weapon sucks. Like, that's fine. That's like different. I'm not gonna like go out of my way to like harass someone for picking it or something just because they find it fun. Let people do their thing. If they're genuinely trying, that's all I'm asking. Even if they don't do well. I'd rather have someone do badly and just like actually be trying than getting like the guy literally just like walking up and like spamming Booyah and just refusing to play the game on the premise of like rolling a bottom tier. That's life. For Bunder. It's just like weird. Like I know like stuff like this like exists, but like it feels like strangely targeted to bottom tier weapons. It's crazy. Granted, that's not new. Like even in Splatoon 1, like when Inkbrush was like, you know, like F tier. When Inkbrush was like F tier, right? Like people in solo queue would freaking block you. They say you pick that, they're like, no, this guy's swearing, I don't want to play this. Oh. Let the Stardust W can me. Healthy interaction. Oh, okay, we're just gonna let them walk across top mid on the uninkable. Alright. Interesting. Yeah, this is not going well. Yeah, that's a no. I felt like one of those games where, like, regardless of what I'm looking at or distracting, like, the only one that actually died was, like, the blade the one time. Like, no one actually, like, pays attention to me. Like, the blade goes out of their way to, like, cross mid and kill me twice, and it's like no one even does anything about it. You know, like, tiers exist and, like, weapon viability is, like, actually real. Like, no, Thunder still sucks, like, regardless of what I do on stream, this weapon's, like, garbage, like, bottom 5, no question. But, like, that's not, like, a valid reason to just refuse to try in, like, a team-based game, you know what I mean? I know, chat, I'm, like, this is, like, a random thought I had last night. I really hate getting ball points this patch, because there's, like, so many people trying it in X rank that, like, are definitely only picking it because it got buffed this patch and they have no idea what they're doing. Like, I kept rolling ball points last night that would go negative and paint, like, 700 in, like, 5-minute games. It was actually insane. Like, I'm seeing them all over the place and most of them are so bad. Not great. Someone tweeted they got 29 XP with charge and someone called them out and said they used Flash to get it. No, like, for real, like, some people are just, like, cloud chasing. It's like, what are you doing? It's, like, good for you, but, like, you know, like, I don't know. Yeah, like, it's freaking, you're playing a game, just have fun. Yeah, you could definitely cheese to get, like, higher ranks or whatever in this game, that's for sure. People saying I didn't do anything after winning a game. I mean, I don't know, it's, like, weird. With games like this, everything, like, matters, like, in context, but people are like, my tent got 1 kill, they're throwing. It's like, dude, that's not how it works. Like, when tent was meta in Splatoon 2, it would, like, be normal to see a tent get, like, 2 kills a game, especially with V10 of all things, so you're not farming or freaking bubble was beacon. You know, like, kills aren't the only way to, like, win the game. You know, I can go, like, 5 and 12 with Thunder and, like, still be painting, like, 2k. Like, be baiting for other people to, like, farm kills, you know? Hi, I forgot if I said hi. I don't know, like, even in 2, like, when I grinded, like, Brella and Silic, you just, like, for funsies. Like, the XP grind is, like, not worth it, you're just getting yourself a headache for nothing. Like, you don't get a prize, you don't get a reward, all there is the top 10 badge in this game. If you want that, literally go play NA. If you're, like, a high-level player, and you'll probably get it, because there's no one playing in NA. Downside, you're probably gonna have to waste, like, 10 hours a freaking week or something just looking for games, because the games in NA are just dead. You know what, that's life. So I'm, like, full autopilot mode, I'm just, like, talking, like, there's, like, no gameplay, this game is just me talking. Or, like, wondering about my decisions or whatever. Oh, it's an ink brush nouveau. Impress now, cool. An eye for an eye, a special for a special. Some jump like that. I did get baited. And my Thunder, or not Thunder, my ink brush also got baited. Autopilot the weapon. I don't think so, honestly. There's, like, many, like, more actual autopiloting weapons. Like, if you want to, like, actually win Thunder, you can autopilot against, like, half-decent players. Like, you will lose every game. Like, you cannot autopilot bottom tiers. You have to, like, work so freaking hard to do anything against people that have, like, a pulse. feel like autopilot is like something like more like Clash. Yeah, just that. I don't know what you're this way. I'm distracting. Probably could build the trigger on slider. I didn't know if I'd build it in time. Guess there's no harm in trying. I'm gonna die to that. I just thought my shield, I could just block it. And I feel like I'm not focused at all. I just want to stream to like talk. I'm like not actually here for the gameplay at all. But it feels like that. I don't know, part of that's just these maps aren't great for me. My interest isn't exactly there at all. I also wrote double Zuka, which is like why, but you know, life. Yeah, I think I saw that spreadsheet a while ago. Let's try an autopilot weapon. It's easy to develop bad habits with it, that's for sure. At low level, absolutely. If you're playing it at like high level and like mashing ZR, then no. Like nothing's an autopilot weapon against good players. Or like truly autopilot. -10. Not projected to win like any of these. Like obviously at low level, like, you know, playing like Octobrush or like Grass Slash or something is like way easier. Like Clash, all that, like low level is like kind of broken. Yeah, again, like any weapon against like actual players that know how to play the game aren't really autopilot. I might break Gorilla weapons. They are, but like you can't just like you know just like mash at the opponent and expect to win. Like it just doesn't work that way against like good players. Like no, because of the stupid like X rank mirror matching thing. Like I was fighting this one roller that was really good last night, and like 80+% of my games because like, oh, Undercover mirrors roller because that's what X rank says, and it's really goddamn stupid. But I had to do that for so many games, and they were really good because it was the kind of roller player wearing like a bajillion QSJ with like a standard roller build. So it'd literally be like they'd be in the corner, my weapon has like a sucky kill time. So even if I like called them out and hit them like twice, I would just like jump back to a teammate and act like nothing happened. Like there were only like a couple of games where people actually crossfired with me, like, you know, painting over them and like killing them. It was really freaking hard. Like you need to do so much work with like bad weapons against like actual players. It's insane. Hasn't V-Slosher played more? It's not easy, and Trip Strike is mid. I think that's like the easy answer. I don't think it offers anything significant. Trip Strike is mid as hell. Like, why would you not just play Machine in this game? Like, Fizzy has like more flexibility, and Machine's better at like doing the Slosher thing because the corkscrew like hitbox, and then Booyah is like a retake tool in a game with like basically no weapons that have retake tools. Like Trip Strike's not a freaking retake tool. If you're getting spawn locked, that's not gonna help you. No one's gonna like feed you. Like, no one's gonna feed a random Trip Strike at, like, a high level or whatever. If we actually, like, forces a movement. In a manner that, like, matters a bit more. Yeah, there's basically no reason to pick the, like, Reg Slosher right now. And I don't think that's ever really gonna change unless Trip Strike gets, like, adjusted, but I kind of don't expect that anytime soon. I'm also really tired of fighting Blades because it's like a literally unwinnable matchup with Vunder. But X-Rank loves pairing me against them because, you know, having winnable games is a concept. That's a delay jump. Only had a burst bomb or something. Dandy. I don't have that. Yeah, thank you. This is like the only, time on this map like Thunder will ever feel comfy is when you're on the enemy bridge, but it's like everything an advantage. Nice. No. Yeah, I like Machine and Trinivo a lot. They're like two of my favorite weapons that like aren't like throwing out weapons to life. Yeah, I like Zip Bucket too. It's a very fun weapon. It's not very good or consistent. It's very difficult, I feel, to optimize Slosher Deca, but it's fun. So I think that's what like matters with a kit like that. I'd rather have like a really awkward, not technically amazing kit that's like fun and unique than like a repeat kit that's like not really strong enough to like, like objectively pick, but also isn't like the most interesting thing. It's like I find Slosher Deca more interesting than Rag Bucket because I feel like I look at Rag Bucket and I'm like, I feel like you could like probably just put Machine on your comp, and if you want the kit, you would just like add T-Tech or something instead. Unless you like really freaking like V-Bucket with the bomb, I guess. But even then, like the combo on that isn't like even the combo on that isn't even as relevant because people are actually starting to run sub-resist because of the burst bomb and fizzy nerf. So people running that ability actually makes that combo not even like consistent now, which is like kind of sad. I think that they do slapped on. It's a filter weapon. It dumpsters like all the bad weapons, but it's not meta defining, but it's still very obnoxious by design. They choose the kind of weapon I always say like don't buff this, and I said that in this too, and they buffed K-Gal like 13 times. Like what freaking happened? Now granted, like with the removal of MPU and having Whale, like Gal's actually forced to interact as opposed to like in 2 where you could like simultaneously delete people, stall people, paint the map, and also just be a mini boss with 10 trillion HP all in one, which is way too much for one weapon to have in one slot. But that's its own thing. Like Whale actually, to get value, actually need to go engage, which is good. Yeah, Splashing is a boring as hell kit. I got Bow Charger, yikes. Ugh. I got Bow Charger and I'm fighting Blade, that's awesome, dude. That's so cool. Yep, that's awesome. I'm definitely not tired of fighting Blades in X rank, definitely not. I love having like 1 to 9 matchups. I'll say like 10-0 if the opponent actually understands it at all, but I feel like that. That's fine, I don't care if I'll die. Just kill me. Yeah, it's fine. I'm there to enable you. For my sheer existence is being obnoxious. This is the Blade, by the way. Heck you. That's okay, chat. Maybe by year 2 they'll nerf the sword damage on objects in Brella Shield, because it's ludicrous, and like destroying shield with one vertical is incredibly stupid. Maybe one day. It's actually a sick vacuum. I don't know if you can actually make that jump. I have no idea. It'd be cool if you could. Like the angle is like kind of awkward, but it does seem doable. Nice. Oh, okay, I'm a bait. Mark me all you want. I do not care. That part is a bit more unfortunate. Why do they have thermal? Yeah, why do they have thermal on Blade? That's weird. That's weirdo behavior. You do not need that. I didn't think that would kill me, but I forgot Trip Strike can literally just like tickle you and you'll die, because they decide that's a better buff than actually adding flexibility to the special for some reason. I wish anyone else pushed that because they took 70 damage, but oh well. Can't have it all. I wish anybody else pushed that because they were in the corner, but again, we have double anchor because matchmaking loves this, and it's definitely not terrible. Well, that's about what I expected, honestly, given we had frickin' Poe Charger, which is like, if the opponent loses, it's actually just on them, because you should not ever be losing to that. Damage buff on Trip Strike is so weird, feeling I hate it. No, I've talked about that, I hate it. Like, it feels like it doesn't match the animation at all, because you literally get tickled by the very edge for like half a second, and not even, and just die. Like, it looks really mismatched from the animation itself. I don't like that at all. And again, it's also just like kind of a boring buff, like, people aren't getting like tickled by Trip Strike, realistically. Like people pre-patch weren't like tanking it, you know, just sitting there or whatever. Like that wasn't the problem. The problem is there's no flexibility and you're so vulnerable during it. Like if that was an actual weapon that could just point and click, the T-Tech is like making stupid decisions, just, you know, Trip Striking in the open while weak, but we have double anchor Thunder, so we couldn't kill it. But like against actual weapons, like you're just feeding in those scenarios. Thoughts on Reef Buff? No, it's genuinely good. Like, it's genuinely good. Like, people don't really have a good understanding of Reef Slider, I feel. Like, it's not like a top tier special by any means, but like, no, it's fine, it's good. Like, 70 damage minimum is insane. Like, you actually combo off so much more than 60. Like, it makes like all your bomb, like, dip and stuff, barring like sub-resist or whatever, like, actually consistent. It's really good. Also, if one of my teammates is legitimately blocking me when we had freaking, like, goddamn Charger bow and they think I'm the problem, then okay. I like their imaginary little world over there. That's hilarious. Good for them, I guess. You know, but the Reef Slider buff is, like, fine. It's actually really significant. Like, the thing with Reef Slider is it's like people are like, oh, but you die after. It's like, dude, you're invincible, and like making this giant hitbox that like catches people off guard and like can literally like slide through like stuff like Crab Crossfire and like through Trip Strikes and all this stuff. Like, it's niche and you will die sometimes, but as long as you're using it in a way that gets value, it's perfectly good. Like, it's literally like hammer tier in terms of just like, yeah, you'll probably die, but like if you're getting value, it's like good. It could be like really good. I think part of the problem is like the only slider weapons are freaking Thunder, Aerospray, and like Tetra. The only one you actually see in real gameplay is like Tetra. But even on Aerospray, like Aerospray is a sucky main weapon, right? But like it still combos with Fizzy, which is insane. Also, once again, I'm fighting Sword, dude. I'm so sick of fighting Sword. I feel like picking Thunder in X rank is like actually the most difficult thing you can do, because you're just constantly forced to fight like all these weapons you lose against. And even if you like don't have someone in that category, the game will be like, oh, well, here's a Stamper. Even though it's like actually not much better at all than like fighting Wiper. It's not like worse, don't get me wrong, but yeah, that's dumb. I have the sword here. Yeah, no, sword's fun. I'm just sick of fighting it. Because it's like actually unwinnable for Vunder. If the opponent has like any idea what they're doing. But again, I'd rather fight sword than Wiper. Wiper's just like actually unplayable. Nice up, dude. Are you gonna paint with that exactly? What was the game plan there? Weird. Thunder versus Botcha top tiers? Yeah, no, like, yeah, no, that's what every game's gonna like look like, or that, or just, yeah, like, no, there's like, yeah, no, that's gonna be like. You're a day one Luna Neo hater and you always will be. No, I hate that weapon. Even V Luna, I hate it. Like, I don't like the kits they gave Luna at all in this game. Like, I'm like adamant in my opinion that like when you're fighting good players, like Zipcaster Luna is like one of the worst specials you could have put on Luna. You put it on a literal baby gun that's kill time is like trash tier unless you direct them, and if you're directing them, then that is 1000% reactable for the opponent. So like if you're getting kills with Zipcaster Luna, it's because your opponent like just like, does not have any semblance of awareness. Like no, it's terrible. It's literally just like a suicide button. Like people mean like Arbit Reef Slider is a suicide button. No, like that like Zipcaster trying to get value with Luna is like more of a suicide button if you're trying to kill someone with it. Yeah, like I ironically think the Luna Neo kit is actually stronger than Vanilla Luna. That's where I'm at. But I think that's just because freaking Zipcaster Luna is so bad. Granted, I don't think Luna would be good anyway, just like by design. Just it's a weapon that does well in like lower ranks or whatever, generally speaking. But like it kind of just is sort of a boneless machine rapid kind of thing because it's like it's AoE, but it's so baby gun that it's like not really. Raizuka, it's inconsistent. I don't have a high opinion of it. It can do things, but like it's so inconsistent. Raizuka's kind of mid. It can look really broken sometimes, like one every like 10 games, but it's pretty mid otherwise in IMO. The fact it's a latency-based special makes it like unplayable in any semblance of latency. Like, I don't know, if they made Zuka consistent in terms of not relying on your opponent's connection to actually direct them, I think it could be a lot better. But unless they ever do that kind of like hard rework, it's not happening. Definitely not sick of that interaction, nope. Traded. You know, like Zuka's the exact same. Outside of like, you know, Asuka being like a bit better against Crab, but again, it's latency based. So it's gonna ruin the consistency of the special, like by default. It's not good. Granted, it's still better than a lot of the specials in this game, but I don't know, just feels very like coin flippy. I like how that broke my shield and killed me, because that's necessary, I suppose. Yeah, okay. It was very much a Hail Mary. Makes Zamper do 0 damage to Brella shield. It should be like a 3-shot at least. It's like actually comical. How easy it is. Like, I know I'm undercover, but even like Reg Brella has this issue. I was gonna say I'll do this just to try and kill that guy. I'll take a trade on Blade. That's a W. That's a W trade. I get to haunt them. Massive W. Look how long they're gonna take to respawn. Or it took that long. I guess I think I had the haunt on them. I'm pretty sure I did. Or wasted his ult link tank. I'm going in. I get out of here, bozo. Damn. Thank you. I don't know about that direct, but whatever, being fine. Is Machine Cunder a good combo? Do you mean Vunder? If you mean Vunder, then yeah, because it's an AoE weapon and it combos off your damage values and one-shots off Inkmine. You know, Machine is generally speaking, like, one of the best weapons in this game, so it's going to pair with, like, most things decently. I think it would be funny if they make Badges for top 3. I could just buy a dead rotation and play like some really sucky Clampus rotation. You can probably just still get that without like working too hard. Yeah, I want League. I don't want this song. Heck you. Heard enough of the song like 7 years ago or whatever. The big man mix. Got fun, interesting weapons to be added. On the bright side, we got most of the shooters out of the way, so I think they're kind of forced to next patch unless they feel like bricking everything again. Or like borderline everything. I have like such a degenerate, non-existent sleep schedule, so I remember just like being awake in bed, like reading on my phone, and I was just like, oh yeah, Splatoon JP post today. And that was the day that I think they announced the L3D and Luna, and like they both had hammered, so like I was just like squinting, I'm like, I want to go to bed. Like L3D is not even bad, I'm just like, you really just copy-pasted the mini kit, and then put another hammer on Luna for some reason. Yeah, I mean, it's stuff like Custom Blaster and Empuri. Just for sake of variety in this game really badly right now. Yeah, 30 also makes me sad because it's not bad. Like, it's perfectly good. But, yeah, then it's just not. It feels like very uninspired. That and it's still Burst Bomb L3, that makes it good by default, I guess. Definitely synergizes better than Mini's kit. Mini got boned. Wow, Chad, I'm not fighting a sword. It's a Christmas miracle. To go off. And could have been good. Could have been. Not quite. Hello, Carbon. Like, I really had the gall to try and do another vertical in the corner. I don't think they're wrong, they were gonna die anyway, but that's mad funny. My splash dropped on that and failed to get. Why would you drop when you have Trip Strike? Like, you want to fight, you're on V Splash. Like, why are you on Neo? I do have 2 of these. Oh, I'm so confused. Pick Neo and try and fight, and then it's just so much harder. Ow. Oh. I was kind of a greedy man, not gonna lie, but such as Machine could get a big play here, honestly. I'm painting over them, push them, push them, push them. Thank you. Ew. That's so funny. I never get tired of it. Apathy. Yes. This guy's good. Okay. Look at all the haunts I have. Wow. Are you serious? You really popped this? That's crazy. Okay, I went too far. I was just stun locked at the fact they popped that so casually. I think people are just naturally just like, what's the word? That's so stupid. I think some people don't respect Reef Slider at all, but that's my bad. I didn't pull the trigger correctly on that. One of those moments where you think people are like better, but they're not. Oh, he died to that guy, that's so bad. Ugh. He died to them too soon. Like, the thing is, the Reef Slider's meant to, like, make their fight easier, but they died before I could even get that off. That sucks. That's my bad. I pulled the trigger wrong on the Reef Slider. I mean, that's like 1 kill, but... Also think we could have knocked out, but we have 2 Neo Splash, so our fighting power is kind of bad. Yeah, no, this is literally what I'm talking about with Neo Splash, where it feels like they're playing not to lose, because it's like, yeah, you only died 1 time. It's like, you got a Trip Strike, did it really do anything? Or are you just painting over the opponent? Because it feels like the 2 Neo Splash are just painting over each other and not actually doing anything. Then the second Neo Splash is like, I want to fight. Then you're on Neo Splash. And the machine just like fumbled all your kills, I don't know. Like, I failed the trigger on the Re-Slider, but like... I'm just a Neo Splash hater. I don't believe. Y'all are actually just painting over each other trying to play Splatoon 2 or something. You know, the sad part is I don't even think Neo Splash is that good, and I wouldn't be surprised if it got a special nerf just because, like, it's like one of the most used, like, turf weapons alone. I guess we'll see. I was like, yeah, I haven't heard that expression either. I don't think I exactly know a lot of British people. Yeah, I'm like full anti-Neo Splash propaganda. It's a boring kit, and I don't think it's good. I wish people would stop picking it or other V-Splashes on my team. It also feels like some of the people that are picking Neo Splash are like 1000% the people that literally only farm crap and would get like 6 craps and like 2 kills in a 5-minute game. I'm like, this is you. This is you. You see like V Splash got nerfed like 3 different ways and you're like, I'm gonna go Neo Splash. It's just like you're just literally just AFK painting and expecting to win that way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care that they don't spam the new specials on weapons, honestly, because, like, IMO Kraken's kind of weak right now, honestly, but I feel like it's... By being invincible, you have to make it either too strong or too weak. I don't know. Like, Kraken was fun for, like, 2 weeks, but, like, even after the nerf, I'm just like, meh. Like, I didn't even think it was that good in the first place. It was just cheesy. Granted, I also wish it was on more interesting weapons, because Kraken Roller's a meme to me still. And I just don't like 96. Remember that thing I said where Flingza sucks at fighting in the mid-range? Yeah, that's... Yeah, like... If someone's not, like, in your clean one-shot range, like, your friend is, like, so clunky, like, you literally try and close the gap and you can't, like, in frickin' Wonder, and they can't even get the kill. Oh. I thought they were gonna try and paint in the middle, I didn't even notice that they saw me. My bad. Could I just, like, reef-slid that? My bad. Okay. Yeah, chase me in the corner. Gonna do that. Are we gonna do that? I don't think we are. I think we, like, learned a lesson or something. I should have let him pop the shield first. I keep doing the thing I expect people to be... I expect people to do things and then they don't do them. That's my bad though. So, yeah. Unfortunate. The 96 you wish it wasn't awful. I don't think it's awful, I just don't like it. Unless you mean V96, then yeah, that's just straight awful. Yeah, kind of trying to make something happen, but we're doing a respawn. I didn't realize that we had 2 dead. That's my bad. I don't know how we even capped, but alright, that's cool, I guess. You know. I don't know why that guy didn't push me like twice there. That's definitely a free kill, but if it benefits me, that's fine by me, I guess. You have LBE or something? How are you building so many torpedo? Yeah, there. This would be a case if I wish my dually was like, you know, with us instead of on their plat, but I don't think they knew. It's unfortunate. Oh, yeah, it's typical. I think I killed you. I don't even know what killed these people. Yes. I don't know why you took those fights. You really didn't have to take those, I don't think. Alright. Kind of dying a bit too fast on that whole demo, but... Like, half their team is dead, we didn't have to take that fight at all. Had to, like, throw bombs in their pot and just sit behind zone. Going well this series. Granted, again, these maps kind of suck for Vunder, so I'm not surprised. Later didn't really have any shots, and Dooley kind of just had your QR and stuff at least, but not if you're playing Dooley. Your fight game needs to be kind of goated, otherwise it's just like, why are you not just Flash or something for Crab? Like, Dooley's like that weird weapon where it's like, yeah, it's not like bad, but I don't think there's like synergy with the kit with the weapon very well. It's like if you're not winning your fights, or like if you want to be super fight oriented, then I feel like Tetra's better, but if you want to like farm Crab, there's Slash, so it's not really a purpose for Dooley in this game right now. Yeah, that's fine, Levici, have a good luck at work. Really wish we had better zone maps today than this. Like, I really wish we just had, like, had Hagglefish or something. Feels like duelies are an afterthought. Feels like every weapon class from Splatoon 2 is an afterthought. They didn't give a single damn about Brella in this game. It's there for legacy sake and nothing else. They did not give a singular freaking care about Brella in this game. And I kind of hope, like, Splatoon 4 or whatever, right, kind of just says, you know, it's screw legacy. Legacy's stupid. Let's just remove stuff that's not needed. Because, like, you have so many weapons at this point, it's just not realistic to do that and also, like, you know, balance them in, like, a meaningful capacity on all that stuff. It's like, you could totally just trim the fat and say, you know what, no Aerospray, no Clash, and, like, I would not care. Could also just remove Snipe Rider, but... I wish someone took the fight in the corner with me. There were two. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Actually, no. If you just paint, we can actually just chill. Because it's RP, they can't cap that at all. Like, I'm just, like, not gonna put mine in that corner unless someone's, like, pushing to fight it. No one ever activates this freaking thing. No one activated that. Yeah, like, this game doesn't need all those, like, shooters or whatever. Like, I feel like Splatoon already was beginning to have that problem in S2 with some of the weapons where it's like bloated. Where it's just like, why does this exist? Stuff like Clash. I'd rather take quality over quantity. Like, you can have a bajillion main weapons, but half of them suck. What's the point? Like, S1 obviously had like way fewer weapons, but like a lot of them felt really viable at endgame meta, so I think it was more interesting. Because like endgame S1, it's like, oh, you can play Rag Bucket, you can play Cherry H3, you can play Zinc Mini, you can play Bento, you can play QR Dynamo, you could play T-Tech. Like, there weren't many weapon classes, but there were like so many viable ones of very weapon classes. That was cool. Syrupy was sick. Syrupy was a sick weapon. I mean, for 4-shot shooters, you have Zap Splash. Squelcher is a longer range one. Dual Squelcher and Splatoon 1 is also another one of those. Nova's a 5-shot. Yeah, S1 is like unbalanced, but it's like the fun kind of unbalanced, where like the top tiers are all freaking fun and there's like a lot of variety to it. I don't know. S3 is just like dying for like more viable weapons that actually like feel good to play, because there's still very few, even like half a year in. Like Swords Machine Splash, Tetra, and like a few others like here and there that are okay. That's like the nature of drip feed content. It's gonna take you ages to get things that are actually interesting. I think Smash is fun to play, honestly. Again, it's just there are more weapons of the level of like having like a synergistic kit that's strong. Like Splash Machine are like the go-tos where like the entire kit makes sense and it's strong. There's a lot of cases in this game where it's just like half kits, where it's like, yeah, the special's really good on this thing, but you have no sub, or like, yeah, this sub's really good on you, but your special's mid. That kind of deal. And it's like, again, not everyone can have like perfect kits, it's unrealistic, but want stronger kits on the whole. And I was like, when they dropped Snipe Rider in December and I saw the kit, I'm like, yeah, this thing's just dead on arrival. Like, it's not even like interesting bad, it's just, it's like, it just tells me you have no idea what you even wanted this weapon to be. You just like bricked it with the kit, like what is this? There's the Viper Mirror that we want to avoid, but can't. It's physically impossible. Air run speed for some forsaken reason, even though it doesn't work on Viper. Less QR, less Viper. Good 5 me. That really had me when I was behind the geometry. That's weird. Didn't look like they had my. Thank you for pushing that. This is the NA Trip Strike that does nothing. I should have gone further. That's my bad. Right, I don't know why the Reef Slider stops so early, it just does that sometimes. When it like bonks into a wall. I kinda wish it wasn't a thing, it like limits it sometimes in ways that feel intuitive. Go bluff, go crossfire. Hooray. Yeah, chase. Chase, bro, chase. T-Tech Blank? Oh, I actually got one. Okay. Got the ballpoint, that's nice. Literally just the thing, you're not scared of Neo Splashes even as the swap bonus, like I don't care. Would I rather next patch to fix 3 maps to be really good or add 2 new maps again? Probably actually fix 3 maps, honestly. Like, as nice as it is to see, like, aesthetically pleasing or, like, new fun maps, it's like, you know, aesthetically speaking, I do like Brown Water for, like, being, like, the hot springs in the background and stuff, like, it's cool. But, like, in terms of gameplay, I'm like, no, it's dumpster fire, awful, terrible. Like, remove this. I would definitely pick fixing 3 maps. Especially because when they actually take time to like fix maps, it's generally speaking pretty good. Like when they took time to fix Reef in Splatoon 2, I'm just like, dang, banger map. They actually like made it good. That's crazy. I think what else they revamped in Splatoon 2 map wise. Where are the Splatoon 2 maps? What else got revamped? Like a significant capacity. I know they did Starfish, but even like endgame I hated Starfish because it's like K out of the map and experience and AFK with like Jet on snipe was stupid, I hated it. I think that's more of a meta problem than like a map problem necessarily. I don't really think of a ton of them right now. I had to chill on Nerf, but I don't want that map back anyway. Yo, anger. Yeah, I mean, like it's like the same thing. It's like it's the more good maps there are, the more likely it is you'll find rotations where you don't just like eye roll at it. That happens a lot in this game. Like I think off stream I looked at rotations like 4 nights in a row in this game, and I saw Wahoo zones like every freaking night. Like last night was like the first night in ages I hadn't seen Wahoo zones. I'm gonna die anyway, whatever. Like we're just gonna ignore this. And help with that. The guy up here. I believe on that fight, the jump in was questionable. Oh, so many beacons. Yeah, it's beacon over here. I need people to be a bit more attentive for this, because I physically cannot kill these, because I don't have bombs, and I can't even one-shot these or anything. I don't think all 4 bullets hit me, I'm gonna be honest, but alright. I wish someone would come help me on the side. That'd be awesome. But that's not happening. I can actually take this. Being a bait. That's my purpose. I really wanted to kill that guy because they're crab. Fan zone died, that sucks. Racon's behind us, I think. Yeah, they're behind us. Yeah, I hear sees it. I mean, I'm undercover, I can't do anything about it, so... Just live with it. Yeah. Probably a questionable jump. Yeah. Ew. Well, I have no beacons and our penalty isn't too high. Good. Yeah, I don't care, we need to kill the splash, like I do not care. No crab for retake. Make them actually work for it. Cool. Like I didn't want to pull the trigger on slider if it was like crack on or something. I don't want to. What if undercover? Yeah. What if undercover gets burst bomb Kraken? Burst bomb, yeah. Kraken, no. I don't like Kraken. I don't think it's good. I think it's like massively overrated. I think it's fun, but I don't want it. Or we have Mahi till it's fixed. To be honest, I have more fun on Zones Mahi than most of the Zones maps in this game. PC Mahi is just like, again, it's just like bullshit post map. Like it's just bad. Airpicker sucks. Tablet sucks. Like Mahi's like it like transcends being so bad that it like actually wraps around to being fun because it's like fun bad as opposed to just like unfun and bad. Because I look at like Mincemeat Zone, like I rather play Mahi zones than Mincemeat Zones like every freaking time. Like, Mincemeat Zones is just boring. It's like sin. It's just actually a do nothing map. Yeah, Rain would be cool on Undercover, honestly. Hi, Cooker. Undercover, I'd probably put like Rain. Whale could work, but I prefer Rain. I'd probably pick those two. Those two are cool. I'd want something like mobile that actually helps it fight, ideally. Also, as like a thought on Mahi, uh, specific for Mahi zones. If you need another reason to hate Mahi zones, they got you. Those clips are out of order because Pokemon shuffles them when you do day skips. Like somewhere here. This one. So it's overtime on Mahi, right? And you need to do a retake. Your Dynamo is dead and the guy has Trip Strike, but it's like, you're a Vunder. You have a bow, so it's questionable, right? What you do when half your team is dead on Mahi in overtime is you reef slide on top of this block. And that's just, yeah, you do that with you just do that. Great map. Great map, dude. Wow. Where's my... yeah, okay. I have like nothing interesting in the gacha for like 20 pulls, according to my seed. I actually didn't even mean to do the gacha, I just meant to forget the ticket or something. Marker rain. Marker's funny, but I don't want to be stuck with it. Also, what I really hope is that they just don't do Torpedo Undercover. Torpedo Undercover is so dated, I really don't want that. Like, Torpedo Undercover does nothing to solve its issues against some of its weapons, like, at all. I'm gonna be like very frowny face. Neutral face, expressionless if we get Torpedo Undercover. That's like the thing everyone's like, oh, it's just like Counter. I'm like, I don't want that. I have a phone call, hold on. Can unmute, I'm sorry team, okay. Annabelle Thunder looks cool, I guess. Less cool is the machine. What's more cool is the fact they fed me by not spacing like at all. I both died? I guess I didn't hit him at all. Also got collided by the leader. Might be the case, because their respawn is the same, that's unfortunate. There's one of those jumps that is simply there to be a bait to, like... yeah. This is a full mirror match, is it? That's crazy. Why am I shooting at this? Friggin' Thunder, dude. Can you do this or not? I have no idea. I feel like you should be able to. I don't know if it's just like a really tight angle. Like, it looks so close to being able to. We need to up our reslider game. Yeah, we baited them to drop. Awesome. Great. I don't know what that slider's accomplishing, I'm sorry. Okay, well, we weren't supposed to feed them. Oh, it worked. That's fine. Our bubble is cursed. I do not want Big Bubble. I have such a, like my opinion on Big Bubble is so low right now. I think it's so bad. It's also a stationary special too. Like, no, I don't want that on Thunder. Like, Thunder needs like specials to help it fight, or like combo, or like rat specials, or like paint special. It needs something of that nature. It can't just AFK in the middle of a bubble, dude. That's not gonna freaking work. That sounds terrible. Yeah, Thunder is lame. I hate a Thunder. The only fun part about Thunder is like rolling torp combos, and even then, was stopped by Beta. More weapons need wave. No, I agree. I think we get one next patch. I have no idea what though. Because we have a blaster with wave, we have a dually with wave, we have leader with wave, we have heavy with wave, we have another shooter with wave. I don't know. I think it's like wave sounds fun on Brella individually, but then you still get like completely clapped and dumpstered by the entire sword weapon class as is right now, because those weapons literally shoot at it like once, or like twice rather, and there's no more special. So like, it'd be fun, but like, goddamn, you still just don't. You just lose to sword instantly still. I don't know, I think that's more of a problem of swords. Damage multipliers are way too freaking high. Yeah, I don't know. It'd still be cool. I think Weightbreaker conceptually Umbrella is really fun. I think the weapon needs like a bajillion buffs before we get anywhere with that. That'll be fun. Do lose a sword, do lose a sword. Well, it's fun. I think that's cool. I can honestly see Reg Brella getting Weightbreaker. It'd be neat. I don't really know for sub, because Brella can't really throw subs in fights. It's so damn ink hungry. But mostly comes down to needs buffs. You're gonna sleep, I hope you have a good night. Probably only go for like an hour-ish more anyway, it's like a shorter stream. I didn't want to play the rotation before this one. I want to play this one because of zones. We gotta like slowly chip into our Vunder 5-star. We could chip into it way harder and faster if we were playing series, because it's way easier to win in series, but like, it's also just more fun to challenge ourselves with unwinnable matchups. That and our mission to get blocked by a bajillion people. By mission, I mean side effect, because I'm not even doing anything, I'm just playing the game and people get angry. They get so mad. We lost one game of X-Rank with stupid Vunder. We've really gone full circle until embracing bottom tier. Really. You're still flabbergasted. Why are you flabbergasted? This shouldn't be surprising at all. I said earlier, people in Splatoon 1 would block you over frickin' S+ of all things for playing Ink Brush because of the throw weapon. Same story, different game. Except I think Vunder in this game is much better than Splatoon 1 Ink Brush. Unironically, Splatoon 1 Ink Brush was like some Satan spawn of throwing. At least Bunder has X Factor and can kill an annoying combo and paint and stuff. Like, holy hell, is Splatoon 1 Ink Brush with those kits before Perma or like, no, they're unholy. Oh boy, more sword. Yippee! Have a Nautilus, that's cool. Oh, that's not great. Alright, what are you cooking, buddy? Tries to get good mirrors and X. Yeah, no, Viper literally dumpsters his entire category. Viper's like baby mode in terms of freaking the weapons you have to fight with it. Cause I don't know why I didn't block that bomb. Whatever. Well, was that fed? Yay. And I died for existing for like half a second. I didn't know. If it was a V-Splash, I wouldn't do that, but Neo Splash, what's he gonna do? Hee haha. You do the same thing again. Yeah, you do the same thing. For the Zinnon Bridge. Borderline AFK painting. Classic Neo Splashes, man. Cracking. I'll jump over. That's hilarious. That jump is a bit questionable. Yeah, I don't think that jump was well thought out. Wait, that's a new one. I've never done that. We ran over a Zipcaster with Reef Slider. Mid-zip. Wait, I've never had that. Wait, that's amazing. Never gotten a kill like that. That's actually incredible. They traded, not bad. I have to say this because they traded the sword. I'm pleased by this. Oh, Zap took a fight. Whether we were not fighting. Oh. Happens. We need to actually like push their bridge better. Like I don't know why I'm the first one like up there every time we like got 3 down. Like I keep trying to go, but I can't like close the gap on the slash for free. But like no one ever actually tried to push it with me. Like that was their misplay. Once we get on bridge, you just win. But it was not about that life, I guess. Why is Neo Splash over T-Tech? Yeah, because it's a Splatoon 1 reference, and that's epic, and that's totally worth wasting a kit on a boring, like, basically repeat kit, yeah. Like, really passively when they have advantage. No, for real, like, I'm Bunder. Like, I want to go up there. That's, like, the win con, but no one wanted to move up at all. It's weird. Like, we had it, like twice. Like, there were, like, 2 good moments we could have just, like, W-keyed the last guy, but no help. Now, we may have lost, but we got to run over a Reef Slider with... Or we got to run over a Zipcaster with Reef Slider. And that alone makes it worth it. To be honest, T-Tech being 190 literally doesn't even like matter. It's just like Neo Splash is just kind of a nothing weapon outside of painting. That's kind of boring. Not a fan of it being here at all. It's funny because when they announced that back in when they announced that a couple months ago, I remember I was just like scrolling through Twitter and people were like, why are they giving Splash another broken kit? I'm like, dude, this thing can't fight. Doesn't make it bad necessarily. People are like, it's just better T-Tech. It's like, dude, they're both not even good. Like, Trip Trick is still mid as hell. I don't really care about them right now. Flash also paints more than T-Tech. The paint's cleaner, so I think it being like 10 higher or whatever is fine. Granted, I don't really think T-Tech needs to be 190 either, but that's its own thing where the devs are just obsessed with giving painting weapons like cheaper specials, and it's just like, that makes no sense. That weapon that paints that 190, then RB is 200, that doesn't make any freaking sense, but you know, you do you. You do you, devs. I was hoping we'd be able to finish this series, but alas, doesn't seem like we will. And a Splash is like infinitely worse at fighting. Better at AFK painting for special, but is that really an award? Still think both of them are super mid. But it's not amazing, so I don't really care either way. But again, I still just dislike Splash on the premise of it's just like a needless existence. I wouldn't say junior tier, but it's like, does it really matter? On the bright side today, the frames are doing a lot better, so internet, be good, smiley face. Only like a tiny bit of drop frames, which is very normal. Also, I do have the VOD for yesterday's stream going up basically when this one ends on YouTube. It's fine and dandy and looks much nicer in terms of quality, because the file size is like a bajillion times bigger. The downside is uploading, I think yesterday's stream was like a 3-hour something VOD. I think it took like 5 to 6 hours to upload, which is very long. And, you know, just the raw size of the file space is kind of obscene. Like, if I ever have a day where I'm, like, recording locally and do, like, a 7-hour stream, that is gonna, like, eat my hard drive, but... eh. Yeah, Smash should have had zip, just straight up. Be way more fun to have that on, like, a perfectly accurate shooter. Like, I remember it was, the discussion was, oh, they'll just recreate V-Splash from Splatoon 2 and give it Mist plus Zip, and it's like, Mist is just really whatever, and not really good, so it'd be like, it wouldn't be good in the first place, or like, super strong. But, like, we somehow got an even worse timeline, where it got a boring kit that people spam, but it's also not even, like, that strong. So I'm just like, damn, I really wish we got the Zipcaster kit instead now, even if it wasn't that good. Also, my frames are imploding. This is what I get for talking about that. Hopefully it only is like a second. Not allowed to talk about frames, I guess. Uh-oh. And now it looks fine. Hopefully it was just like a spike for a second. Remember, chat, don't talk about frames. Wah wah. Hey, Cucker, why are you eating the frames, Mumber? Why are you eating the frames? Am I fighting sword again? No. Oh, my teammate got that. So it's all good. This guy jumped. This guy dooley. Presumably. Hey, go get him. Go, bro, go. Really on that re-slider grind. That's a crab. Right side is I can't really cap because that guy's up, so. Cool, I guess. Hee haha. I'm more surprised the Brella shield actually functioned as intended in that scenario. I felt like the angle was like slightly off and it wouldn't, but it worked out. I got so baited. I'm gonna be honest, I got baited there too. I love the rear slider buff. Oh, what the heck are you doing? You have no ink. What was the behavior? How is that mine not gone off from the rain? That's crazy. Heck you. You. That 90'd me from there? Okay. Nice. 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 Back at the sword. Yeah, it's like Splash's Uber turfing kits. I mean, it's just that thing where it's just like... That's so unnecessary because they're just slapping trip strike on things. Also, my frames are good. Okay, Twitch is still saying it's being heck and weird, but it looks fine. Unfortunate we do not get to finish the series. Sad. But I think we technically went up point-wise. I think we started a little bit lower than that, so that's nice, I guess, for a rotation that I don't think is very vendor-friendly. Could always be worse. PC Museum Umami. See, the strat is we go comeback and then we go like more QR because we're gonna die more because D and they don't really need hot as much because I'm not a killing weapon. It's more just timer stall in zones. Or like the Giga QR. We're gonna get like the 5 and 15k and it'll be great. Aren't you excited? I'm excited. I also need to try I want to try a special power build with Under for like certain zones maps. Like Instacap. The finest of footwear. I think they're cute, honestly. Alright, I'm calling it 6 and 15 game. 6 and 15. That's okay for this game. Assuming it lasts like 5 minutes. I appreciate the Brella dedication. Keeping Undercover alive. Yeah, you just need to yell at me to make YouTube content off of it. What I might do is I might like hand select certain matches that are like good in X. Like the easy way to do it. Unwinnable matchup, go! Unwinnable matchup, go! Oh, you're a carbon. We cannot reach that, dude. Now I may die, but I'm here to stall time. For like 2 seconds. Our carbon has drop roller, that's kind of funky. Our comp struggles immensely with Stamper. Not great. Anyways. By howdy, it would be a great time to have a machine on their team. I don't know about that jump then, drop roller or not, but I guess we didn't have much time anyway. Alright, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. Our comp was bad. Bad. Me included. Undercover, one of your favorites, is a bit underrated and great at stalling and distracting. Yeah, no, I think it's bottom tier, but, like, it's fun. Also, I think some people act like it literally, like, does nothing, but I think something like Snipe Rider is actually weaker, because there's no, like, Undercover's kit can actually do some things, and it has good pain output and stuff. Like, yeah, it gets filtered by, like, swords, which are, like, everywhere, which is bad, but... Yeah, it's like the most fun weapon in the weapon class for me, because I just don't like vacuum, and Trip Strike is kind of boring. Doesn't really synergize on Brella. Ain't no one on my team got a kill, so you can't flame me. Got him. That's a little bit depressing, actually, that no one got kills when we have Carbon plus T-Tech. I got 100 paint! Oh no. Granted, you're a Carbon, but that's unfortunate. Yeah, I wouldn't say consistently in the sake of Japan lobbies, because I'm getting schlagged on a lot, but yeah, it actually is more consistent than regular Brella, for sure, easily. So comparatively, yeah, definitely. And like I felt the desire to try it more after the Reef Slider buff, because the Reef Slider buff actually gave it so much more potency. Because before I would feel like, oh, they're always like 1 HP, right? But it's easier to combo people before and after Slider now. 70 is a way better damage value for this thing than 60 minimum. Top tier matchmaking, yeah. Fighting a sword, fighting machine, we have E-liter, machine. You know, it'd be... maybe bottom tier. Having fun. Thank you. Aw. Don't get diffed by the blaster. Fiery big bubblers, that's a blaster one trick center or something. Got a gold badge on that. Oh no, why'd you get off? The checkpoint. Also, the bright side is this map snowballs like so horrifically that like anything can win. You know, honestly, this is like one of the best Wonder maps you could ask for, just because it doesn't matter, anyone can win. Honestly, what I was hoping would happen is I was hoping that the Stamper would try and directly zip onto tower, and that I would re-slider them. That was like the hope. It didn't happen, but it would have been very funny. Teammate. Through the wall? Alright. You 4-star Dark Belt? Yeah, 4-starred all of them, like, early on in this game. So even back then, before the slider buff, like, it was the most fun to 4-star this one. I think the hardest is honestly Tent. I just despise Vacuum. The gimmick is not good and it was not fun. Good teammate. Bro? Or are you not? Oh, they're not RP. Okay, I was gonna say, that's kind of like wacky behavior if you're RP. Yeah, I wouldn't copy paste the kit. I don't like when they do that. I think it's kind of boring, but it just needs a different kit or a different special specifically, which is a shame because I love Beacon on it, but my Vacuum just breaks it. Life, I guess. And I kind of want them to do something new. They try Booyah Tent or something. Could be strong on it. Bro actually took the bait, that's hilarious. No, so close to another slider. I actually could have gotten both of them. Oh, there's a machine got one. That's pretty nice of them. Dude, if they gave it like a 170 slider, nice patch. Like, it'd still be bad, but like, dude, so many moments. Be crazy. It's kind of funny that the mine activated early because they zip back in that position. Yeah, Ink Mine is cool and intense. I just don't want Hammer Ink Mine again. Like, I think repeating kits is a bit boring. I want the sequel to feel like a sequel. is that not? Weird. Weird game. Yeah, I think Booyah would be an interesting thing to try on 10 to help give him more longevity. Might be fun. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed that they give the third kit to Undercover and not regular Brella, because regular Brella is the most interesting of them by far as a main weapon. I don't know, I would hope that one gets a third. Third game. Slider. Kinda, again, it's like the thing I talked about in that one video on YouTube that I did with Blitzpool. There's like nowhere to go but up, honestly. Like the weapon class is in like such a dire spot, like pretty much any patch regarding Brella is gonna benefit it if it's directly affected. I like the actually no, this is their rapid player, but I like their name. It's a funny name. Let's nerf Brella further. Yeah, you're right. 35 damage on Undercover. Ahaha. Now you're a 3-shot, but even worse. Your DPS is even worse. I did the thing again. I forgot it's a Hydra. It's pretty easy to pre-fire. I should like be walking backwards to try and get out of their range and then pop the slider. Ideally, like I was dead either way, but we may as well try and get that opportunity, right? Geometry is your best friend. Ow. Really, the Hydra got me. I thought it was the Octoprush. They're partial. The mean and spiteful one for what? Hey, it's optimal. It's optimal, chat. Take notes. Don't actually. Maybe you do, I don't know. Only we had a machine on our team. Wah wah. Keep moving. Keep moving. No! What's that? W reef slide. Never mind, it's got a shark in there. It could have been a W reef slider. How's the Hydra hitting these shots? Like, I have the shield up and I'm like basically facing them. It's so weird. I don't care. I don't care, buddy. You might care about, yeah. Watch out, the torpedo over me. He died though, that's okay. congrats on your mediocre lead. Alright, see ya. It is very weak, but we have double anchor Wunder. I can't exactly expect strong leads right now. You feel? Oh, that's unfortunate. Ow! Hey! My best friend. Like, our lead's not good, but it feels like my team actually is, like, using me. In the ways that Thunder wants to be played with, which is really nice. Oh wow. It's like a shame, like, you know, I don't really have aggro's to help me super take the fights itself, so I mean, kinda have to use me as bait a lot of the time, but at least, like, we're doing that, so it's nice. Dude, come on. I'm so far out of their range. This is latency with Octave Rush. I baited it, and I'm just not there anymore. I'm still getting hit. Oh, it worked out. In a really goofy way, but I'm good with it. That game is like fun, despite being double anchor, which is like really rare to say unironically. Double anchor tends to be awful. Yeah, if under the bottom tier and we're playing in lag, and it's a bad matchup, like, can do the best that you can do and you'll still die sometimes. That was a weird game. Very weird. Strange. Crappy Rapid seems to be less rare. Yeah, I'm glad Inkjet's like actually a special. So like, you know, Rapid Deco actually feels like satisfying to some degree. Because I remember when the season first dropped, I think I played open with people like day 2 or 3 or something, doesn't really matter, but I remember doing that and playing Rapid Deco because I really like Rapid too. And like, dude, like getting combos with Torpedo, you know, like roll Torpedo direct stuff, like, it's so much fun. It's so good. But it was just so sad because like every time I pop Jetpack, it's just like you need to like actually direct people to get like perfect kills. It was so difficult, but like now it's like, oh, Jetpack actually works. That's great. Granted, Jetpack is still super vulnerable and like kind of charger food and like machine food and like all that stuff. Like it still has some problems, but that's the weaknesses. That's fine. Special actually feels good in the sense of like, wow, if I aim, I get multi-kills. This is fun. As opposed to pre-patch where it's just like, wow, Torpedo Rapid, that's so cool. And then you just look at Special and like, oh, I don't want that. At least it has purpose now. It's cool, because then I can get people yelling at me in my YouTube video from like 6 months ago being like, why is Inkjet in this game? Because they won't look at the date that it's uploaded. And then they'll be like, Inkjet's not bad! And they'll be like, you can't read. Well, there's no swords, so you know that's a plus. There's nothing else to do there. Did they just get top 500 this game? I think they just got it. from the last series that we won. That's crazy. Anyway, here's Ink Mine. I'd really rather play Mommy than this map, because this map is such a fighting map. Unlike Thunder Kanape. Kind of TC's like a snowball fight mode, so kind of digging my own grave here, but we're here for fun. Yeah. Wah wah. Yeah. I guess the power was going back. Yeah, still knocked a brush there, dude. It didn't go away. It did not go away. It will not magically disappear, even if they have a main of run speed or like whatever. Thank you. The rapid AoE knocked me off the platform. That's one thing I wish didn't exist with Reef Slider. I think the idea of taking pushback on your special startup and it completely influences how useful it is very dumb. That's like the one thing I want to change with Reef Slider in patches right now. I think it's very unnecessary. Oh, I got Dithering. That splash was in a really awkward angle. I don't even know how that happened. Yeah. I don't care, man. I'm just here to distract them. I'm not gonna kill anyone. It's really just like, I can't really take these fights alone, so it's like, what do you really do? Like, I can be a bait, it's cool and all, but I need to like, I need to like win the fights off the bait like that, yeah. Please don't shoot me through shields. Thank you. I should have just trusted the people behind me, and it didn't. A low-key paranoia moment. Yeah. I should have reslid instead of trying to get on. I'm gonna tell ya. It was a good try, we just couldn't get off our plat for like 4 minutes, but that's why I don't like this map in TC at all. Angle you get to defend is so atrocious for anything that isn't like machine. So we have the thing going, Crab's broken on spinner on this map too. That's also just more reasons I don't like this map. Yeah, I'll change the pushback thing on Reef Slider. I think it's dumb. Not necessary at all. I get umami, I don't want museum. Let's roll the map for her. Oh, we rolled double reef slider. I don't like that very much. I have a Danma Junior, honestly, it's doable. Yeah, normally I wouldn't really be big on the Neo Splash, and I'm not, because Crab is way stronger, but might be okay. Prevent bubble cheese, I guess. That was very ambitious. Very ambitious. Anyways. You dug your own grave. Alright, so... okay. Alright. Oh, they didn't get the dynamo. Well, that's disappointing. Really thought that dynamo looked like a free kill for my teammate and they dropped it. Why are you jumping there? That's not a good idea. Oh, I did that roll off the tower. I put him. I feel like I was out of range of that, but okay. QR, unfortunately, is gonna defeat like 10 times until we actually win a fight. Yeah, this is the part where I kind of I don't like Neo Slash because like yeah, you need to fight and you just can't. Like my bomb or my shield might have killed the one guy, but yeah. I get out of spawn when you have double reach slider, isn't that a concept? Can't combo off reach slider as easily when you don't have burst bomb either. Bad. Yeah, like Trip is such a like stalling the inevitable kind of special. Like if you're in like hard disadvantage, it does not help you get out of it. I'm like, the only guy alive. I'll take that long to come over. Okay, well, I'm Snowball, I guess. Map is really something. Well, it was a dumpster fire and a half, but I mean, it worked out. Double Reef Slider is terrible. I will say this every single time I get a Tetra on my team on the Wonder Grind. I really wish I wouldn't do that. You know, do what you can, I guess. And Tetra has a Golden Reef Slider. One trick, baby. Also, it doesn't feel like I died 10 times. I feel like I died like 15. Felt like a lot more dust than that. Oh, and his Splash is just painting. Just painting, think can't fight. Don't like it very much. Also, maybe that is the stopping point since I was only going to stream for like 10 more minutes anyways and I wouldn't be able to finish the series. Maybe we'll just take the 2 Reef Slider win and roll with it. Hard to stream today, but eh. We're almost at 600k. That's pretty good. We're making progress. That's pretty good. I hope y'all had fun watching me suffer or ramble or whatever. Yeah, today's Wednesday, yeah. Yeah, I can probably stream tomorrow. Similar-ish time. Friday I'm not. Again, yeah, let me to upload on YouTube or something. I need reminders to do this because I just haven't lately. I overthink everything. But yeah, it was fun. You popped in just in time to see the progress. Yeah, I'm about to head off, but for that, yeah. But yeah, that's all I got today. I'm gonna take a break. I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, have a good one. We will reslide more tomorrow on our shark-shaped ink-propelled float and charge forward, and when you reach the end of the path, or if you press ZR, the float will explode and deal damage, period. We'll do more of that tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you, chat. Have a good one.